Welcome, my name is Fernando, and we're gonna check how to play "The Day That Never Comes" from Metallica. Remember, you can go to our website. You're gonna have the tabs right there, so you can follow the song. Either way, you're gonna have the tab right there on the screen, so you don't need to go. But maybe you need to watch it on a different screen, so you can go to that link and you're gonna find the tab right there. Right here on the upper part of the screen, you have a button that says menu. It's kind of a menu shape. If you click it, it's going to take you to the last part of the video where you can select which section you want to learn. The solo, the chorus, the main verses. It doesn't matter. That depends on the song. But you can have everything right there. So you can go directly and you don't have to go through the timeline on the video because it's really, really boring. You can subscribe us. If you have more subscribers, we do more videos. So if you like it, please subscribe. Okay, so let's go with the tutorial. Okay, so with the main intro of the song, we're going to do the following. We're going to play 14 on the 3rd, 13, and 12. Okay, then we go from 12 to 13. And we repeat the same movement all over again. Then we're gonna go do kind of a bar on the 12, okay? And we're gonna do the same thing. And then what we're gonna do is play 14 and 15, 14 on the first, 15 on the second. And it's the same movement, and then we just start all over again. Okay, over the same riff, we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. We're gonna play. We're gonna be on the A string, okay? 5th and 7th on the G string. We just play one time, and we do a slide to 7 and 9, okay? You can play both at the same time, doing a stroke, or you could just pick the 5th, okay, the A string, and with your finger play the 3rd, the G string. Okay, you can choose what you can do. So we could do slide, then we go to 5 on the 6th and 7 on the D string, and we just play one time. Then we play again, and we do a slide to 7 and 9. Okay, and then we end with 3rd and 5th, 3rd on the E string and 5th on the G string. Then sorry, we do the same thing. Okay, we just play on the 5th and 7, slide to 7 and 9. Same thing, 5 and 7 on the E string on the D string. One more time, do the slide, and the only thing that changes here is we end on the 5 and 7 instead of the 3rd and 5. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do that the same thing we did before. Okay, we're going to the 3rd and 5th, and then we do. Okay, we just play one time. We do a slide to 5 and 7. Everything that's on the E string and on the D string. Then we do one more slide to 7 and 9, and then we just slide one more time to 8 and 10. Then we just pick one more time with the 8 and 10, and do a slide back to 7 and 9. Then what we're gonna do is we do 5 and then hammer on to 7. We pick one more time 7 and do a slide to 9. Then one more time 9 and we do a slide to 10. When we are on this position, we just pick one time and do a hammer on. A pull off to 7 of the 4th string. Okay, so the next part we're going to do the following. we're gonna be doing that. So after we end with the pull off on the 7th position, we do 5 on the D string and 7 2 times on the same string. Then what we're gonna do? We do 5, 7, and 9. Then we do 7, 9, and 10. And then we do 9, 10, 12. And then we do 10, 9, 10. And we go back to 9 and we do a flick, hammer on to 10, and pull off back to 9. Let's go again. Okay, that's the movement. 9, 10, and then 9, 10, 9, and then 9, hammer on to 10, and pull off back to 9. And then we do 9, 10, 12. We just play 12 again, and we do a slide to 14. Okay, then go back to 12. Everything is on the D string, then back to 10. Okay, and then 12, 14, 15, 14 again, and 15 again. Okay. And then we end with 12 on the G string, 12 and 14. Let's go this part one more time. And then we start with the main verse of the song. Okay, so we're going to be doing the following. We're going to do that. So it's like doing A minor, and we're going to do on the A string, 2nd of the D string, and then on the B, we play 1. Then we go back again to the 2nd on the D string, and then we just loosen this one. Okay, we actually play the loose string, the B loose string, and we go to again to 2nd on the 3rd string, go back again to 2nd of the 4th string, and then play G, loosen G. Okay, let's go back again. Let's go one more time. The next movement. We're gonna do that. It's like doing a G chord, but just we play the upper part of that chord. We go 3rd, 2nd, and then loosen D and loosen G. Then we go again. We just release that one, and we go to 2nd on the A string, 4th and 3rd. Okay, loosen 4th and 3rd. Then we go to 6th, the loosen 6th with the E, okay. Then 2nd on the A string. Then just go to 1st on the B string, go back to the 2nd, and play the loosen B string. Okay. Let's go one more time. Then we go back to 12 to 2nd on the third one on the G string. Go back again to A string, play 2nd, and play 1 again on the B string. And when you actually go to the first fret on the B string, you do a C chord, okay? And then we start with the C chord. And we do that. We go 3rd on the A string, 2nd on the D string. We play 1st on the B string, and then we go 2nd on the D string, loosen B string, loosen 3rd, and we go back again to 2nd on the D string and 2nd on the G string. Let's go all over again at this main section. and we start again. Okay, with the first chorus, we're going to do the following. So what we do, we go to A chord, okay? Fifth on the A, the loose string on the A, second on the D string and on the G. One time, and then we do loose string, third on the A, and loose string again. Then we go to third on the G on the E string, and then we do a G chord, a power chord, third and fifth on the A string, and then we go third on the E string, 5, 3, 2, and then we play E chord. Okay, we a power chord E with the loose string on the E and second. And now what we're going to do, when we are in this position, we just strike first, second, and third, okay, which is the loose strings. We do that, so let's go one more time. And then we add with the C power chord. Just third on the A string, 5 and 5 on the G and on the D. And that it's the main movement. Let's go one more time. Now, when we end the chorus, we're going to do the following. And the thing is that there's two guitars, the Kirk guitar and James guitar. And both guitars, they do the end, the riff, that section differently. So with James, we're going to do the following. And then with Kirk. So we end differently. You can do the same thing in different ways. What we're going to do first is the E, loosen E, first and fourth. Then we go A, loose A, second and third, loose D, second and third. And then we go second on the D, third, sixth, and then we end on the second fret of the D string. And now with Kirk, we do the same thing, but we do not end on the second fret. We end when we play and we hit again the sixth position, okay? And both guitars do that at the same time, and you can actually hear the original recording that they do that. You can listen it. Now on the same section we have a third guitar, and we're going to do something different. We're gonna do that. So what we do, we go to fifth. Everything is on the G string, at least the first part. It's 5, 5 again, 7. We go back to 5, and you can do a slide, okay? Or you can just hit 5 and then go to 4. And we go 4 one more time. And then we go 4, 5, 4, 7 on the D string, and fifth on the D string. And we end that section doing what we do. We go fifth on the G string one time, and the second time we do a bend, and we do not actually we don't do the release. We just do the bend and kill the note with this hand. And we do the same movement twice. Now the next movement. The same thing, actually it's the same start. Same thing we did before. And now what we do is 4, 5, 7, 5 and 4. And we end the same thing we did before. Now to end the first chorus, what we do is G and A, okay? So when we are doing we do G, okay, third and fifth, and then loosen E and second on the fifth on the A string, and then we just do the same thing we did with the intro. Which I'm not going to explain again because we did it like 5 minutes ago. It's the same movement. We end first on the third position and then we end on the fifth. Okay, now the second verse is the same thing. We actually did it before. It's the arpeggio we did before. Same thing than before. Now with the chorus, the second chorus, same thing. Now the only thing different, it's the end of the chorus. So after the end, the song is we're gonna do something different that we didn't do before. Now the way we ended at the first part is the same thing with the other chorus. That part is the same, and then we change. And we start with that. Now what we're gonna do here, like I told before, the first part, same thing, and then we do that. It's losing E first, fourth, then losing A second, third, and we go to G, okay, third and fifth. We do the same thing, losing E first, fourth, losing A second, third, and we end with the A chord. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna play losing E first, third, everything that's on the sixth on the E string. Okay? And after the third, we go to third on the fifth and fifth on the fourth. Okay? We do the same thing, losing E first, third, and we go to second and fourth. One more time. Okay? Now what we're gonna do is we do that. We would play losing A second, third, everything on the A string, losing second, third, then second, 3, 5. Okay, and then we go to D string. We go second, third, and fifth. And then everything on D, second, third, and fifth, okay? And then we go to third, 5, and 7 on the D string. Now the next movement. We go to third on the A string, fifth on the G string. Okay, we do a C power chord, then we go to E power chord. Okay, loosen E second on the A string, and then we go to second fret on the A string, and fourth on the G string, and we repeat actually, and then we just go back to E, and we repeat the same thing several times. And then we start with the next part. Now we're going to be doing the following. We're going to do that. So we go to seventh on the A string, and now we play at the same time with the sixth, with the E string, the loose E string. We just strike 2 times, and we go to 10 on the A string, and when we strike, we do a bend, okay? And then we go back to 7 and back to 10, and then we just go back to 7 again and do it 2 times. One more time. It's the same movement all over again. And then when we end that, we do that. With 7, 9, 7 on the E string and 9 on the A. 1 time, and then 6 and 8, everything on the same string. Now, to follow, we play the loose E string. And we do that. We play several times the loose string. We go to 3rd on the E string. We play 3 times the 2nd fret, 1 time, and then loose string 2 times. Okay, and we start all over again, not from 7, but from 10, okay? Now, the last time we do this, we do not do this movement. We just stay on the loose string, and then we just start with the next part. Okay, so we're gonna do 2nd on the E string and 4th on the A string, 2 times. And then we go to 5th position on the E string, okay? And when we strike it, we do a little bend, a tiny bend. We go 3rd, 5th again, and we do the bend. And we start again, okay? And we do that movement several times, and then to end with that section, we do that. We go 5th with A power chord, 5th and 7th. We go to 7 and 9. Then we go 4th and 6th. Okay, 4th on the E. Everything is on the E and on the A string. 4th and 6th. Then we go back to 7 and 9 1 time. Then we go to 9 and 11. Go back to 5th and 7. And then we're gonna play with the A string, okay, with A and with D. And we go to 4th and 6th 1 time. Then we go to 5th and 7. Then we go to 2nd and 4th. And let's go everything one more time. And then we go to 5th and 7. And what we're gonna do is we do alternate picking, down and up and down and up. And the last time we strike the strings, we just do a bend with both strings. And we end that section with the same thing we did before. Same thing we did before. Now with the next section we're going to do, we'll do something like that. It's actually pretty simple. We do alternate picking, everything down, up, with the losing E string. And when we are ending that part, we do that movement, down, up, down, and we just start again. If you don't know how to do alternate picking, and it's kind of complicated to you, you just can do it slow tempo. Simple as that. And now the same thing we're going to do after that part. We repeat the same part twice, and then we just strike it. We do alternate picking 6 times, and we end with the first fret on the E string, and we just we strike it and do a pull off to the loosening string, and we mute it. We mute the guitar with his hands. And same movement. We do actually 3 times. After the 3rd time, we just strike it 3 times, and we go to the 5th on the A string. And we start again. Now with the first solo, there's 2 guitars. There's Kirk guitar and James guitar, and both guitars, they do something different. It's the same idea, but they do something different. Now we're gonna learn how to play the Kirk part, and after that we're gonna see we can check the James part. Okay, with the Kirk guitar we're gonna do the following. We're gonna do that. So we go to 8 on the B string, and we strike that 4 times. At the last time, the 4th, we do a pull off to the 7. Okay. Then we go to 9 on the G string, and we go one more time to the 7 on the B string, and we strike 4 times. Then we go back to 9 on the G string 1 time and do a pull off to the 7. And we do the same thing, 9 on the G string 4 times, and the last time on the 4th with the last time we do a pull off from 9 to 7. One more time. Then we go to 9 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 9 on D again, 7 on the D string, and to end that section we do 9 pull off to 7 on the D string, and we end on 9 of the A string. Let's go one more time in slow tempo. Then we do the same thing. Same thing. That part's the same that we did before. Same thing. Then 9. And actually we repeat that part, but we ended that section in a different way. We do that. We go to 7 and we do a bend, like going to 8. We go 7 again. We do the release 7, 5, 7 again. Let's go one more time. The next part. We go to 12 again 4 times, and the last time we'll do a pull off to the 10 position. Okay, everything is on the B string. When we do the pull off to 10, we do a slide to the 8. Okay, to the 8th fret. Same thing with the 10th. We go 10 4 times. Last time we do a pull off and a slide to 7. Then with the same thing with 8. We do a pull off to 7, and after that we go 9 on the G, 7 on the B, 9 again on G, 7, and then we go 9 pull off to 7 and 9 on the D string. Let's go slow tempo. Now the next section. we do that. We go to 15 on the E string, on the lower E string, higher E string. So it's a 15, same thing we did before, 4 times. And the fourth, we do a pull off to the 14. Then we go 17 on the B string, and we go back to 14 and play four times. Okay? Then we go back again to 17, play it 1 time and do a pull off to 15. And then again, 17 4 times, and on the last time we do a pull off to 15 and a slide to 13. Okay? Pull off and slide to 13. Now same thing with the 15. We do that. We go 13, hammer on to 15, pull off back to 13, and a slide to 12. Now same thing, 12, hammer on to 13, pull off back to 12, and slide to 10. Now same thing, 10, hammer on to 12, pull off back to 10, and we slide to 8. And same thing, 8, 10, 8, hammer on to 10, pull off back to 8, and slide to 7. And we end that section with, we do that. It's loose B string, 5, 8. We play loose B string again, and we go 12, 12, 2 times, and we end with the 8 position of the B string. Okay? Loose 2 times, 12, and we end with the 8. Now with the James part, it's the same idea, but we play it on a different way. We're going to be doing that. So it's the same thing. We go to 9 on the G string. We play 4 times, and the last time we do a pull off. It's like the James part. The only thing is we play a different string. So 9 on the G chord, 4 times, and the last time we do a pull off to 7. We go to 9 on the D string, and they go back to 7 and play it 4 times. Okay. Then we go to 9 on the D string, pull off to 7, and then 9 again, 4 times, and the last time we do a pull off to 7. And then we go 9 on the A string, 7 on the D string, then 9, 7 on the A, and then 9, pull off to 7, and we end on 10. On the 6th on the E string, okay? Now the next part, it's the same thing we did before, same thing. So that part, same thing, and then we ended. Okay, we go to 7, bend. Bend. We kill the note. We go to 7 again, 5, on everything it's on the G string, 5 and 7 again. Now the next part. We do that. We go to 8, 4 times. Last time we do a pull off to 7. We go to 9 on the G string, and then back to 7 on the B string, 4 times. Okay, same thing that we did before. Then 9 again, pull off to 7 on the G string, 9, pull off to 7. We go to 9, 4 times, and then pull off to 7. And then 9 on the D string, 7 on the G string, 9 on the D, 7, and then 9, pull off to 7, and 9 on the A string. I'm going kind of fast because we did the same part with the Kirk section. And then we go to 12. We go 4 times, and the last time we do a pull off to 10 and a slide to 8. It's actually kind of the same thing we did before. Same movement, 4 times on 12, pull off to 10, slide to 8, then 10, 4 times, pull off to 8 and slide to 7. Then we go to 8, 4 times again, pull off to 7, and we go to 9 on the G string. And then we do that. We go to 9 on the G string, and everything is on the G string now. 9, hammer on to 11, and then from 11 pull off back to 9, and we slide towards the 7th position on the G string. Okay, it's like the same thing we did here before. Same thing. Then again, 7, hammer on to 9, pull off to 7, and slide to 5th. Same thing, 5, hammer on, back to 5, hammer on to 7, back to 5, and we slide to the 4th position on the G string. Now, same, 4, hammer on to 5, pull off, and slide to the 2nd position on the G string. And we ended like that. On the B string, just loose B string, 2 times on the 5th, 1 time again on the loose B string, and then 2 times on the 8th, and we ended with the 5th position on the B string. Okay? Okay, so the next section. We're going to be doing that. So, same thing than before. We go to 3rd and 5th on the D, and on the A and on the D. It's like doing a C power chord. Then we go to E power chord, loose E, and 2nd on the A string. And then we go to 2nd on the 5th, and 4th on the D. And back to E power chord. We actually did this before. And now the next movement, well, we're going to be doing, we're going to play on we're going to pick the loose E string, and we do a hammer on to 5th, and then without striking the chord, the string, hammer on to 5th, and hammer on to 8, and we start again. Now, we have to do it faster. We do it 8 times. Then we're going to do 5 and 7, and it's the same movement. And we're going to do it 4 times. And then we're going to do 4th and 7th. And we do it 2 times. And we end it with a loose string. Now with the James part, we do this the whole section. But with Kirk guitar, with the first 2 parts, 2 measures of this section, we do the same thing. We're doing now. Then we change. We do the same thing we are doing here, but on the lower E. Same movement. Okay, with the next section we do a mix of what we did before. Same thing. We actually did this before. C, A, and then second and fourth. Okay, same thing. One time, E, and we do not go back to E. What we do is, okay. We actually did this before, and this with Kirk and with James guitar, same thing. It's the same thing we did before, and we repeat the same movement twice, and then we end with an E power chord. Okay. Okay, so the first part of the next section, we're going to be doing something like that. We go to 7 and 9. Everything it's right now it's on the E E string and on the A string. 7 and 9 one time, then go to 5 and 7, then go to 3rd and 5th. And then we go to E power chord, loose E string, the second on the A. We repeat the same movement. And then we do 5 and 7, 7 and 9. Then we go 7, 5 on the A and on the D string. And then we do 5 and 7 on the D and on the G chord, on G string. And then we go 5, 7, we do a slide to 7 and 9, and we go back again to 5 and 7, okay? Everything, right now we are on the A string and on the D string, okay? And same movement on the 5th, 7, on the E string and on the A string, slide to 7, 9, and go back to 7 and 5. Now we repeat the same movement again. Okay, and we end with 5 and 7 on the G and on the D string. And the next movement is gonna be, we're gonna do a E chord, okay, E power chord, loose E string and second on the A. Then we go to 3rd and 5th. Then we go to 2nd on the A, 4th on the D string. And we end with a 3rd on the E string and 5th on the A string. One more time in a slow tempo. And we start again. And we start with the second solo. Okay, so with the main solo, we're going to go to 4th position on the G string, and we're going to do alternate picking. Okay, and when we are doing that, we do a bend. Okay, and to end that section, we do 3 bends. Okay, if you can do harmonics, it's a good time to use it. And then we end with 2nd on the G string and 4th on the D. Next movement. We're gonna do that. So it's 2nd on the G string, hammer on to 4th, and then we go to 3rd on the B string, and we end with the 4th on the G string again. And we repeat the same movement 3 times. Okay, now next thing, we go to 3rd on the B string, 5th, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna play 5th, we're gonna do a bend, release, and pull off to the 3rd position, everything that's on the B string. After that, we go 4th on the G string, 3rd on the B string, and 5 again. And then to end that section, we're gonna do second, everything now on the E string. Second, third, fifth, sixth, and 7, okay? Now the next section. You're gonna do that. Now, what you can do, you can go try to do that movement, or you can go 17, slide to 17 on the B string, and then go to 14, and we start doing that movement. The main movement, it's a pull-off, a series of pull-offs. It's 17 on the E string, we strike that, pull off to 15, and pull off to 14, which is strike once. I'm sorry. Okay? 15, pull off to 15, 17, pull off to 15, 15, pull off to 14. And we do the same thing on the B string. Okay, now then we go to 12, and it's the same movement. 12, pull off to 10, and pull off to 9, and same thing on the B string. We do that 2 times. I'm sorry. And when we end the second times, we do not go to 12. We go to 10, and we do. Okay. We do that. We go to 10, pull off to 9, 9. Everything is on the E. 10, pull off to 9, 9, pull off to 7, and then hammer on to 9, and pull off to 7. Okay, 10, 9, 7, hammer on to 9, and pull off to 7. Then we go to 10 on the B string, 8 on the B string, and 9 on the G. Then we go to 10, we do a tiny bend. And then after the bend, we go to 8 on the B string, 10 on the B, 8 again, and then 9 on G string, and then 8 on the B. I'm sorry. One more time. I did 2 bends. It's actually on the first one, not the second. One more time. Okay, so the next part. We do that. On the B, everything is going to be on the B and on the G string. We go 7 and 8 on the G, 7 on the B, 8 on the G, and we just move one position. 6 and 7, then 5 and 6, 4 and 5, 3rd and 4th, 2nd and 3rd, and then 1st, okay, and 2nd, okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we do that. So we go to the 4th on the G string. We play it 2 times, then 3rd on the B string, and back to 4th on the G string. And then we go 3rd on the B string and 5. Then we go move to 5 and do 2 times on the 5th, 1 time on the 8, and we go back to 5. Then we go 5 again and 8. So, I'm sorry, 5, 8, 5, 8 again, and then 10. And then on the 10 it's the same movement. Again, 10, 2 times, 13, back to 10, 13 again, and 15. One more time. And then we do that movement. We go to 10 on the B string and 12 on the third, okay, on the G string, and we do that. We do a bend on the G, and we just sustain the 10 position without doing a bend. We just bend the third, okay, the G string, one time, and then we just move one position and go 11 and 13, and that is the main movement. Now the next part we're going to be doing the following. We can do that. So basically it's the same movement several times. We go to 14, and I recommend to do alternate picking, okay, down and up, down and up. We just go from down to 14, then to 12 on the B string, to 10 on the B string, and back to 12. Okay? And we repeat the same movement. Okay? Next thing, we're going to do the same thing, 15, then 13 on the B, 12, and 13 again, and we start again with the 15. Then same thing, 17, 15, and 13. And now we're going to go to 19, 17, and 15. And we do not go to the 19, we go to 17 again. Okay, 19, 17, 19, 17. And we end, and we just, after that, the second time we do that, we do kind of a slide, and we start again. Okay, after that, we're gonna go to the 22nd. We do a alternate picking, just down and up, and kind of randomly, you're gonna go down. Okay, that is the movement. You don't have to worry where you have to press. Okay, you have to put your finger. It's just do a random thing. Okay, remember that you need to do alternate picking. Now when you end when you ended on the 7th, we're gonna do that. You're gonna go 7, then 10, and everything. It's kind of a pull off. It's 10, pull off to 8, and 8 pull off to 7, and then 9 on the G string, pull off to 7. Okay, so the next section to end with solo. We're gonna do that. We're gonna all go to the D string. We're gonna do a slide to the 9th position, then 7, 9, and then 14, and we do a bend. Everything is on the G string. G. Now same thing, slide to 9, slide towards 9, then on the B string 8, 10, and we go to 15, and we do a bend. And then to end that section, we're gonna do a slide to the 16 on the G string, and we're gonna go 15, 17 on the B strings, 15, 17, 19, and then 15, 17, 19 on the E string. Okay. Then we go to the 22nd. We strike once, and then the second time we do a bend, and then we do kind of a vibrato. Okay, so to end with the song, after the solo, we're gonna do the same thing we did before. Same thing, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. So it's third, it's a G chord we did before, third and fifth. Then we go to E power chord, loose E string, and second on the A. Then we go to second and fourth on the A and on the D string, and back to E power chord. We do that movement one time. It's D chord, I'm sorry, C chord, E power chord, second and fourth on the A and on the D. And instead of going back to E chord, we're gonna do that. So it's third on the E string, everything is on the E string, third, second, first, and loose E string. And we repeat the same movement one more time. Okay? We go back again. Now the next part, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to C, third, everything is going to be on the A now, on the A and on the D string. It's gonna be third, fifth, one time, then second and fourth, and then we're gonna go to 8 and 10, and then to 7 and 9. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the E string and A string, and we do third and fifth, G, okay, then go second and fourth, and then E power chord, okay. One more time. Next movement. We're gonna do that. So on the fifth position, on the sixth, on the E, okay, the E chord, the E string, it's 5, and we do kind of a bar, okay, from the sixth, and on the fifth, and then we just add on the fourth, on the D string, on the seventh position, okay. It's like doing a D chord, but we add the sixth string. Just do one time, then we go to second and fourth, and then we do a bar on the sixth, on the E string and on the A string, on the fifth position, both at the same time. Then play fourth and 3, okay, in the third position. One more time. And we repeat the same movement. Same thing we did before. And to end with the song, we do same thing. And when we actually end it, we don't play it full. We just go 5/8, then 5/7, and then to end that, we do that. We go to an F chord, play several times, and we end it on the E chord, on the E power chord.